Hello and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. This week we have some questions about buying a new facility. So the first question is, how does this work since you can't use someone else's license when you buy a facility?
That is correct. When you buy a facility, you cannot use the current owner's license. So there's two things you can do. One is wait and close the escrow until you get your own license. You have to apply for a new license. But what a lot of people do with their facilities that are new, they buy the building, the physical building. That's one escrow, and they close that. And then they lease back the business to the current owner. And then the current owner has to run the business until you get a new license. That is the way it's done most of the time, if you're going to be legal. A lot of people say they're using the old previous owner's license. That's illegal, and that can get you in a lot of trouble. Because licensing, if they find out, if the owner that sold it abandons a facility and licensing finds out, they can actually require you to move out all the residents since you're running a non-licensed facility.
Okay, so what qualifications do you need to have then?
It's a good question. If you're going to be the administrator, first of all, you need to be 21 years old. You have to have an administrator certificate, which requires you attending an 80-hour class. And you got to not have a criminal record. So if you've been arrested, you got to see what you were arrested for, because you may not qualify to have a facility. And you got to have cash in the bank. You need to have, if it's a new facility, it's not been licensed before, you need to have 3 times the operating cost monthly. So let's say it's $20,000 a month to operate the business, which is about what we're looking at now. Then that means you'd have to have $60,000 in the bank. You only need this cash in the bank while you're applying for the application. Once you're approved, you can take the cash back out of the bank. We're talking about a 6-bed facility. Now, if it's a facility that you're buying that's already operating, you only need 1 month operating capital in the bank, so you'd only need $20,000 in the bank.
So do you need to own the facility then in order to?
No, not at all. You can lease a facility or lease a house and turn it into a facility. You have to have at least a 1-year lease, and the owner of the property has to write on the lease, they know you're using this building for a facility.
About how long does it take to get a license?
A quick one is taking a little over 2 months. We're averaging 2 to 3 months. The last application I did was over 400 pages. So you can imagine if somebody's trying to do this themselves, sometimes it could take up to a year.
Wow, okay. Well, thank you very much.